State of growth coverage here on News 5 for you. Those who track data for the state of Colorado on who lives here reports that fewer and fewer people are actually moving to our state. But so far, the cost of living in Colorado Springs isn't trending down. We've been tracking that. News 5's Natalie Chuck live in studio with why the experts say this paradox is happening. Natalie.
Well, Rob, I spoke with the state demographer who told me decisions made during the recession are playing a big factor in the cost of housing all across Colorado and here in Colorado Springs, something Governor Jared Polis claims he wants to change if he is reelected this November.
I'm working every day to save Coloradans money, help people hold on to more of their hard-earned money.
A political promise to bring the cost to live in Colorado down.
We know that Coloradans are feeling a lot of pressure from inflation.
But can Governor Polis put his money where his mouth is?
When you look at something like housing, right? How much housing costs is affected by both supply and by demand. And by the way, it's good that we have a lot of demand to live here. It means we're doing something right.
But data from the Colorado State Demography Office shows demand to live here has actually gone down over the last several years.
Really, we kind of reached our peak in terms of growth rate and growth amount in recent history in 2015. And it's been slowing ever since.
Meanwhile, housing prices in Colorado Springs have done the opposite. The cost of a home has basically doubled since 2016, now sitting at an average of well over $400,000. State demographer Elizabeth Garner says this is the effect of fewer homes being built between about 2010 and 2015.
We've really slowed down due to the Great Recession. And so then, you know, you still have population growth. There's then this extra demand on housing. And so prices are being pushed up and it is making it really unaffordable.
So unaffordable, some people are looking at other states to move to. But Garner says as the number of people moving out remains consistent and the number of people moving in slows down, the ideal dream of a lower cost of living could be attainable in Colorado over time.
It's looking at how do we bring in more housing at that affordable level. And it's not just affordable, it's like attainable. We're not looking at all low-income housing.
Garner says Colorado is going to continue feeling the impacts of COVID-19. She says it is a big reason that so few people moved here in 2021 and will continue slowing down the production of new housing because of both supply chain issues and the labor shortage. Rob?
Natalie.